Welcome everyone to our 2023 PGA Championship Recap video. I am Paul Scott with my good friend Matt Berkey. Matt, how was your weekend, man?
I loved watching golf, watching the PGA Championship. I wasn't able to watch today, but I was keeping tabs on it. My dad was texting because he was in the mix in our tournament. But I see Brooks edged it out over Victor. Give us your perspective of the final round.
Yeah, I wasn't really happy. I'm probably not the only one, except maybe Living the Dream. Maybe Living the Dream was pulling for Brooks here, but I was pulling for Victor all the way, sticking with the PGA Tour. I was rooting for Scotty at the end too, just a good, solid man. But Brooks was just the best player today, Matt.
You got to be careful, Paul. We have a lot of Forefathers competitors who like those live golfers, so be careful.
Know.
Be careful, Paul.
Led by Tri-State man himself, Brian Mazur, loving those live guys. But no, I mean it was a great day of golf. Shout out to Michael Block, the PGA Tour, not the PGA Tour, but the PGA professional, who holed out today. Matt got tied 15th, is going to be in it again next year. It was cool just to watch him. Everyone was rooting for the guy.
Yeah.
Seems like a really cool guy. But overall, just a great tournament. It wasn't as tough today as the last few days. But I mean, it's a course that will punish you if you are not hitting those fairways.
Yeah, I watched Brooks play Friday and Saturday, and he played some pretty stinking good golf. I mean, he made it look easy even in those tough conditions. Fairway green, dropped some putts. So he earned it. It. Good for him.
Just steady, man.
Well, let's give it up for our Forefathers. We have our tournament winner waiting with us right now, Lefty Woo, joining us from South Jersey. So, Paul, let's bring him in.
Let's bring in the Lefty here.
Others. All right,
let's bring in the Lefty Woo, like Ric Flair, I believe, Matt. I'm not a big wrestler guy, but let's bring him in.
17 under. He won by one shot over a handful of people.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Hey, Wayne, congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. I mean, first of all, let's start with the Jersey connection. You're a Jersey guy and you're a lefty. We're both Jerseys and lefties. So we're just instant family. So yeah, congrats. 17 under, you won by one shot. And so if you want to give a winner's speech or just start to tell them about how you picked your team, this is your time, man. Shoot away.
Yeah, no, I just enjoyed the tournament. I got to say that. And that's Michael Block's story, the PGA Tour Pro. And when I walked out and I was doing some things around the yard, I walked back in and then they showed the ace.
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
On 15, and he was the best story of the tournament, even though he didn't win. That's what it's about. Those guys that just give lessons for a living. 25 of them have a shot, and this guy, he had the crowd by the end of the tournament, and everybody was cheering on him. Yeah. And he got to play with Rory in the in the final round. So.
Yeah,
I was kind of rooting for Hovland at the end, and that was a shame on 16 when he just hit it right into the lip of the trap. Yeah. That's something that you and I probably would do.
Probably.
I can't believe it happened on back-to-back days because it's
I saw Corey Connors did that, right?
Yeah, I mean the same hole, almost the same thing, and you never see that, and it happened twice like that. It was crazy, but it was a good tournament. I just kind of wish Hovland didn't do that and would have been a little more exciting finish. But anyway, I'm glad I won.
Yeah. So, and really, Wayne, the difference between you and the guys who were tied for second was that you had Bryson and they didn't. So what was your thinking going with him as your last pick?
Well, he played well last week in the Live tournament.
Yep.
And, so I just noticed that and took a shot with him because, in some of these majors, he scatters it all over the place and makes a mess of it. But he was driving the ball. I thought yesterday he had a shot to win. He was he was really playing well. But that was my, if he hadn't played well the week before, I probably wouldn't have jumped on that. But so
Yeah. And a lot of the other guys in that tight second, I think, went Dustin Johnson, who also played well last week, but credit to you for picking Bryson instead of him.
Yeah. Well, he won.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you win, like Jason Day, right?
Yeah.
You kind of hard to do it back to back.
Yeah. Isn't that such a weird thing, how in golf it's like you almost get penalized sometimes for winning the week before, but it's kind of proven where it really zaps a lot out of you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and you only need Bryson for one day, right? Day 2, he shot 1 over, and then even par. But that 4 under day 1 really did it for you. And Wayne, did you know that you picked the perfect team? Yeah. There's in our golf challenge, there is no other team that could have beaten you. We always have a metric that tracks the perfect team to possibly pick, and you picked that team.
How about that? Well, that was just luck.
Yeah. and you needed every single shot because you won by 1. So that was great. We had lots of people right on it. So great job. How long have you been playing in these challenges with us?
I think just a couple years.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's been great. So thanks for playing.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, that's credit to Brian and the Tri-State team for inviting you, and we look forward to doing it again in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing Lefty Woo out there.
All right, I'll definitely be in. I can't wait for next month.
Yeah, congrats again, and have a good one. And nice to meet you as well. That's what I love. You're a golf fan. You love watching golf. So thanks for joining us. It's been great to meet you.
Yeah. Okay. You guys too. Have a good night. If you're ever in Cape May, look me up.
Sounds good.
Okay.
You got it.
Sounds good. Thanks,
all right.
Wayne.
See you, Wayne.
See you. Guys.
Oh man, I love getting to talk to the winners. It's a great part of the show.
Never met Wayne before, but golf fan, like I said, Jersey. That's so cool. That's so cool. So let's keep second place. Second, third, we had 4 people tied at 16 under.
Yeah. We had some forefathers, some classics, some regulars up there, Matt. Cowabunga, best finish ever. A surfer and snowboarder in Oregon, bonding with the solid second place finish there. Shout out to him. WFC section 216, Matt. He's super hot.
Yeah. Was this his first time joining us for the Masters last year? So he went second.
I believe so. I'm not positive, but I believe this is his first 2 tournaments, and he's gone 2 and 3 and back to back.
Listen, I need to know what's going on in WFC section 216.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe a football club. I'm not sure. Maybe this is going to be another debate like last show. We did find out, everyone, that Glizzy's is a hot dog. Yep. Sorry for those who did not know. A lot of people were hitting us up around what Glizzy's were. We found that out. We apologize if you knew. We did. Also, Matt, a few people did not quite make it, but Snipers, Sandlappers just missed out on those top 3 prizes, but also technically a T2. And his brother-in-law, Oak Thrill, also with another T2 right there at 16 under. And they were just one off from the Lefty Woo.
I mean, it was good. Oh, when the big names do well in the tournaments, it's a jam top of the leaderboard, right?
Yep.
If there's a no name goes out and is the lowest score of the day, then you have a little bit more variation there. But when everyone picks Brooks and Brooks has the lowest score, it's a jam top of the leaderboard. So it's a lot of fun. I had Victor. And so I was in that conglomeration of people who picked Victor, but had to rely on Victor for almost every day of the tournament. That's who I was riding on him.
You did every day. You did rely on him every day.
I think there were like 6 or 7 people that used Victor every single day. So we picked the right tier 2 guy, but none of the other tier 2 picks worked out this week.
You and Weiger Toots, Matt. One of your favorite names.
Me and my guy. Me and my
Wow.
guy. Hey, I did want to give a few other shout outs. I saw after day one, Ming Dynasty was at the very bottom. And Ming Dynasty came back to shoot 9 under, tied 16. I guess was forced to take the Brooks Koepka +2.
Well, they use Brooks every day, Matt.
But then rode Brooks all the way back. Right there, just above them was probably not good. Hey, listen, you hung in there, probably not good. You had a terrible first day, but you came all the way back. So, keep sticking with it. I love it. It was a lot of fun.
Can I give a quick shout out to Matt? I know we talked about, and I need to double check this. I briefly mentioned living the dream. However, he used Minwoo Lee on day 2, and I do not believe Minwoo Lee is a live player. So I mean that's just causing some controversy on the name. So it may be like half living the dream. I don't quite know, or I don't know, living halfway. I'm not sure, but we'll have to look into that. Unless if I'm completely wrong. But last I checked, I thought he was still on the PGA Tour.
Maybe living the dream, just can't quite commit.
Can't commit to that dream.
And maybe that cost him this week. We'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Yep.
But I think it's super cool that Lefty Woo picked the perfect team in our challenge. So fun, hard to do. So let's go. Let's give a thanks to Tri-State, Paul, for the sponsorship, for the prizes that we're able to give out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without Tri-State, we would still be playing, but we wouldn't just be able to give prizes to those top 3 people like Wayne, and then also provide a beautiful trophy at the end of the year.
Yeah.
For our end of year standings, which I know we're going to talk about here in a little bit, Matt.
But we also do have costs for our app platform, right? Costs and all that, and to do all the app. And so Tri-State helps us with that, which is fantastic. So we're super thankful for them. Well, is it time to give out my favorite award, Paul?
Absolutely. Let's do it, Matt.
Whew. My favorite award, the Three-Putt Award. Listen, we all know what it's like to hit the green in regulation or think you're having a good hole, and then you three-putt. Maybe you even stick one close and you're like, I'm 10 feet away, I'm going for birdie. And then you jack it past, miss the comebacker, and you three-putt. So the three-putt is for the person who played, gave it their all, but just came up short. And so we have Sundance LTC. Cue the sad music in the background. We don't know who Sundance LTC is. We believe, are they with Tri-State, Paul?
They are a Tri-State broker. This is his first time playing with us, so we hope he comes back. We've seen, Matt, in the past, some people struggle with their welcome to the big leagues moment, getting called up and then struggling, and then, being successful like Steve Sr. A year or 2 ago. But I mean, it's tough, Matt, when you pick 4 guys and 3 out of them miss the cut, and then the one guy you have just blows it up. It's
tough because when you pick your roster, it looks like a good roster on paper.
Oh, yeah.
But, maybe Sundance has played in some other fantasy golf leagues, maybe dabbled in some things. But this is the big leagues. So this is your welcome to the big leagues moment. But thanks for playing. Listen, somebody's got to get this award. I am really thankful that you're getting this award, because if you had done a little better, I would have been handing out to my mother. So thanks for taking the bullet for my mom this week. And so, yeah, thanks for playing Team Sundance LTC. Play next time. You can only go up from here. So
yeah,
we're having fun. All this is for fun. It's a beautiful thing.
Shout out to Team Didi there, Matt, with using Colin Morikawa every day. That's a tough go there.
Yep. Well, not as tough for Colin as it is for Justin Thomas, Cam Young, and Sam Burns, who let Colin down on her team every single day. So that's where we're at. So, Paul, bring us in. Talk about our next challenge, the U.S. Open, coming up next.
Yep, super excited for the U.S. Open. It's going to be June 15th to June 18th, Matt, ending on Father's Day. It's going to be the first time in 75 years the U.S. Open is going to be in Los Angeles. The last time in 1948, Ben Hogan won one of his first 4 titles there. So I'm really interested to see how people pick their teams on this mat. Do they go live guys? Do they not? Do they pick California guys? Who's also going to be completely playing? Or some guys maybe going to have some injuries coming up? Who knows? John Rahm going to be a popular pick after not playing well. Scotty going to be a popular pick again.
Is Brooks going to shoot up to tier 2?
I would guess he will. And that's another conversation we got to continue to have about our system too, because right now you can find some diamonds in the rough with those live guys if you want to go. And then some people like myself, it's hard sometimes if you're not a huge live fan, if you don't want to go that route, but it could cost you. So something you gotta to think about.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Well, this has been a great PGA challenge. Thank you, all of you listeners who have watched this far in the video. It's great. It's fun to get other people who love golf and this fantasy golf challenge. So it's been a blast, Paul. Thanks for all your work, Paul, for hosting it. It's been a blast.
Yeah.
And Stevie as well. Stevie as well.
I was going to say huge shout out to Stevie, always helping us behind the app. Huge shout out to Matt for helping with all the editing and everything else. And then also Jacob for writing that preview article for a lot of people and helping us out at the start of the week.
Yeah, Fairway Father, he came in a solo 9th this week, so it's been good. Stevie, we're still waiting for you to win this thing so that you can show your face on these videos, man. Let's go.
And not even Stevie, Matt. What about Brian Mazer, the head of Tri-State, who's been on these? He's played in every challenge, Matt, and I don't even know if he's really sniffed that top 3 yet. So we got to get him on here. But he's pretty stubborn. He's going with that choose 8 every time.
I'll tell you what, if there's any chance to win with choose 8, it's now. It's now.
It's true. It's true.
Come on, Hopper. Your time is now. All right.
Okay. So long, everyone. Thank you.
We'll see you next challenge. Happy golfing.
Recording stopped.
Gotta find the button. Here we go.